Hi everyone, this is Holly. I just wanted to show you some flowers that I have made. Debbie at Two Shabby Sisters Studio.ning suggested that I watch a video by, I think she pronounces her name Lele Lineca. It's Lele and Nicea. She does beautiful work, uses a lot of lace and doilies and the kind of shabby chic looking things. And I watched her take on a flower made out of a doily, and I loved it. And after working with the doilies and trying to figure out the best way to do it, I came up with kind of my slant on it, my ideas. And I made a few flowers for a dear friend of mine, and I want to show them before I get ready to send them out. Excuse me. I'm still getting over the residual of this flu that I had, and I got that cough that won't seem to go away. All right, these are doily pieces. Now, these particular ones are ones that I bought from the Paper Bag Lady, and she was on Etsy, but now she's on Zibbit. And Julie has beautiful doilies, cut pieces in her shop. And this is the type of thing that you use to make these flowers. I've been looking for some, and I don't find as many doilies to cut up down here in Florida as she has in Pennsylvania, but I keep looking, ladies, so hopefully we'll have some in our shop too. But anyway, the tutorial that I watched, she took a round doily. She used 4, and she folded it in half and just put a little dot of glue in here, and then did a third and a third, and ended up with a piece that looked like this, that you could kind of fluff up, and it made a nice flower. Now, I found that a little bit difficult to work with, and I also found that for some reason mine weren't coming out as a square, as a quarter of a circle. They were coming out different sizes. So what I did was I took this and I glued it together this way, just one little dot of glue. Let's see, no, that's not how I did. I ended up doing it this way. Instead of gluing it down in half, I folded this together in the half and had the little part to stand up. I don't know if you can see that. And then I glued this down, and then I had a piece that looked kind of like this. It was kind of like a triangle thing here, with one long side and then the center that came up. And I found that this was easier for me to work with. I was able to adjust the size a little better. I also, on one flower, and I'll show you that one in a minute, ended up folding this and gluing it, and folding this and gluing it. So you had a thing that laid down like that and made a little bit different shaped flower. But anyway, the first one I made, I had this pink doily that I cut apart. Oops, there's a glue string. And I've had it in my stash for a long time, and I never knew what to do with it because they were big. But I did that technique. I did her technique on this one. Glued it onto a round paper, and it ended up putting some, this is gathered tulle trim here around the center. Glued that in, added some pearls, and in the center I have my ribbon rose made out of the box pleated trim that I dearly love. I think that is one of the prettiest flowers. And I also added 2 wild orchid craft leaves. Now, as you can see, compared to my hand, this is a pretty good size. But I think on the top of an altered box, or even maybe on the cover of a mini, this would be beautiful and very shabby chic. Then I made this purple one, and this again is using her pattern, and I was kind of disappointed in this one only because the lavender lace that I used inside, which you can see, let me see here, didn't show as well as I would have liked. The lace loses a lot of color when you separate it out into a single layer, so you might want to, if you make something like this, think about getting a little bit darker color. And again, I glued these on a circle, used the lace, just put the lace into the doily, laid it in there, folded the two like they were one piece. And I have some narrow trim. We have this in the shop. Some pearls, just regular string pearls. And I thought that one came out pretty too. And again, it's fairly good size. It's thick, but it's beautiful. Then I made a couple of smaller ones. This is made with a doily that had blue trim on it, which I thought was just beautiful. This was one of Julie's, and it has a little bit different shape again. And I made this one with my technique, where I made the center come up so it was in 3 sections. In the center, I have a bunch of pearls and it's just a crummy, I mean, not crummy, sorry. It's just an earring that I found somewhere. It had a clip on the back, but I thought it looked really pretty on this. And I'm kind of toying with the idea of adding some stickles on this to the middle. Then I made this one. This is, again, my technique, but this is made with 5 doilies, not 4. And I did 4 around and put 1 down in the center. And again, I use lace. I use lace in the center of these doilies. This was a black lace, and I thought this came out really pretty too. And this one was very, very easy to do. Just glued up your pieces and stuck it together. And then this is my last one, and this was a beautiful doily. It had kind of a, I don't know if you can see it here, but it has a scalloped edge on it that's real pronounced. And it made beautifully into this flower. And again, I have an earring. I like these flat back earrings. I mean, what do you call them? Clip-on earrings. The ones that are in circles and just blobs of beads put together. I think they're real pretty. And this is another real shabby chic looking flower. But anyway, I just wanted to show you my take on these flowers and tell you how much I enjoyed making them, and I hope that you'll give it a try. It's a lot of fun and a great use of the doilies that we all seem to be hoarding these days. So thank you so much, ladies.